afternoon, friends. This topic is grievous hurt included in the medical legal aspect. Injury, how to write certificate. Then we will discuss today grievous hurt, dangerous weapon, what are the various weapons that will be included, and today also we will discuss regarding the brief about the culpable homicide. We will also discuss about the dowry death. So, what is the responsibility of the registered medical practitioner regarding the MLC cases of injury? That first of all, doctor is bounded to give information about certain offences to the police. Whatever we are knowing regarding the crime has been committed, according to section 39 CRPC, we have to give the information to the nearby authority. Section 201 IPC is applied if there is some destruction of evidence occur if doctor fail to inform the police. It is a duty of doctor to preserve the evidence. Also, while examining injured person, injury should be recorded in the detail about what is the type of injury, where it is situated in the body, what are the direction, dimension, then there will be if there is a wound is specifically round, oval, vertical, whatever there is a shape, there is a presence of any foreign body, for example, dust, hair in the wound, age of injury. Regarding from the color of injury, we can also have to comment regarding the age of injury and probable weapon that causes such type of injury. For example, there is abrasion, contusion, laceration, then we have to mention about the hardened blunt weapon, and if there is an injury that is caused by sharp cutting weapon, then there is an injury that will be a stab wound as well as inside wound. And nature of injury, whether there is a simple injury or grievous injury or dangerous injury. Now, what do you mean by simple injury? That will be neither extensive nor serious, that healed rapidly, and there is a less blood extravasated, and if there is a injury healed, then there is no such scar formation occur, and if there is a scar formation occur, if there is a wound deformity is not present, after receiving requisition from the IO or sometimes the court gives the requisition letter, the doctor should have to issue the injury certificate. While examining a person for medical legal purpose, then there is a doctor-patient relationship is not established. Means there are two types of relationship, formal relationship as well as therapeutic relationship. In the case of therapeutic relationship, patient come to the doctor for the treatment, and then doctor examine the patient and give the specific treatment for his disease. Then this is known as therapeutic relationship. While in the case of formal relationship, in which patient come to the doctor by the requisition of the police, then on the requisition of the police, doctor examine the patient and prepare the report and give it to the police. For this, there is a doctor-patient relationship is established, then it is known as formal relationship. The doctor must be aware of various IPC sections relevant to the injury. What are the examination of injured person? What are the various complications of injury? There is a injuries of medical legal importance. What is the precaution should be taken when we have to deal with the injury cases? That is, the first priority is to provide a treatment to the patient and save his life. Second priority, police should be informed. Third, whenever there is examination, consent should be taken. Injury certificate should be kept ready and handed over to the investigating officer in the 24 hour. If the patient is referred to the other hospital, whenever there is a patient suffer from the severe injury and there is a need need of the patient to the shifted to the higher institute, then we should have to give the refer letter. In that refer letter, what treatment we have provided, what is the specific injury that present in the body, we all have to mark in this refer letter. So, copy of certificate should be sent with the patient also. If the patient is about to die, police should be informed and make the arrangement for the dying declaration. And if the patient is died, in that case, cause of death should not be issued and body should be shipped for the postmortem examination. We should have to keep the secrets of the patient. No information can be divulged regarding the medical legal examination unless that is asked by the competent judicial or investigating officer. These are the examination of injury in which first of all we have what are the various injury that will be present. It should be examined one by one, and according to this it will be to be put over the certificate. Then second one, it is a type of injury, whether abrasion, contusion, laceration, where it is situated, site of injury, what is the size of injury, nature of injury, whether simple, grievous or dangerous, nature of inflicting weapon, whether the hardened blunt, whether the sharp cutting weapon, what is the age of injury, and if there is a such X-ray examination or treatment is required, and doctor have whether they have provided or not, it should be mentioned in the last column also. According to injury, it will be section 44 IPC. Simple injury, neither extensive nor serious, heals rapidly without leaving any permanent deformity or disfiguration. So this is a basic definition of simple injury. Another will be the grievous, and third one will be the dangerous. Legally, whatever the any harm, whatsoever illegally caused to the any person in body, mind, reputation or the property, it can occur without any touching the body, causing mental agony, damaging reputation of the person by making false allegation, damage or the loss of property. So, whatever the injury that will be causes the mental damage to the person, it causes the damaging the reputation of the person by making the false allegation, as well as his property will be damaged or the loss. This all will be the legal definition of injury. Whatsoever illegally caused to the any person in the body, in the mind, in the reputation, as well as damage to the property. Section 351 IPC, it is known as assault. It is a offer or threat or attempt to apply force to body of another in a hostile manner. The execution of the assault, whenever we applied the assault, in the case of assault, it is just threatening the person. Well, execution of assault, then it is known as battery. Section 352 to 358 IPC deal with the punishment for the various type of assault. It will be section 319 IPC, causing bodily injury, pain, disease or infirmity caused to the any person. So whenever there is a such bodily pain occur by the any person, then it will be known as hurt. Whenever some person transmit the disease, then it is also, for example, syphilis, HIV, whatever there is a close contact, then it is a hurt also, or infirmity. There is an inability of the organ to maintain its function, then it is known as infirmity. So whatever there is a causing bodily pain, disease or infirmity to any person, then this will be known as hurt. It is known as section 319 IPC. What are the various examples? There is a pulling hair of another person, transmitting syphilis to sex partner, mixing some deleterious substance with the food, and that causes the food poisoning, or sometimes there is some morbidities also occur. So that's why it is known as hurt. Leading ill health to the person consuming the substance that there is a food that will be consumed, and it is to be contaminated by mixing some deleterious substance in the food. Now, what is the grievous injury? Section 319 IPC, it is a hurt. Section 320 IPC, it is a grievous hurt. It comprises of whenever there is a such the various clause that will be presented. If any of the 8 clause that will be present, it will be known as grievous hurt. So, comprise of any of the 8 clause. First of all, there will be emasculation. Second one will be the permanent privation of sight of either eye. Third one, permanent privation of hearing of either ear. Fourth one, privation of any member or joint of the body. Fifth one, destruction or permanent impairment of power of any member or the joint. Sixth one, there is a permanent disfiguration of the head or the face. There will be fracture or dislocation of any bone or the tooth. That will be, it is the 7th clause, and 8th one will be it has a 3 clause, and individual clause will be contributed to the grievous hurt. In the case of 8, that any injury which causes the endanger the life, and due to this injury which causes the victim to be fall in a severe bodily pain, and Due to this, person is admitted in the hospital for a period of 20 days, and during these 20 days, person is unable to pursue his ordinary duty, ordinary pursuit for a period of 20 days. So whenever this that will be present, it will be known as grievous hurt. Now, emasculation, that will be loss of masculine vigor. Whenever there is a injury to the genital nerve, cutting of the penis, cutting of the testicle, whenever there is a injury to the pelvic nerve, whenever there is an injury to the spinal cord, lower spinal cord, and that will cause the injury to the erythrometus nerve, that will cause the excitation, and this will cause the impotence. So this all will be termed as a emasculation, in which there is a loss of masculine vigor occur and the person is not able to perform sexual intercourse. It is only applicable to the male only, and whenever there is a head injury occur and the person is also not able to perform this, then it is also one type of emasculation. There is a loss of masculine vigor occur. Second one, permanent privation of sight of either eye. Whenever there is any injury occur and it causes the blindness, the bird should be temporary avoided. It is a permanent blindness. Though it is corrected by the, whenever there is an injury to the eye that causes the damage to the cornea and the person having the blindness, and though it is covered by the, treatable by the corneoplasty, but again the gravity of the injury, it's not minimized by the treatment, so still it will be considered as a grievous. So there is any injury to the eye that causes the blindness, so permanent privation of sight of either eye. Second, third one, permanent privation of hearing of either ear. Whenever there is any damage to the ear, and that will be, for example, slapping over the cheek or over the ear, that causes the rupture of the tympanic membrane, and this tympanic membrane rupture causes the deafness, though it is corrected by the tympanoplasty, but again after the surgery there is a gravity of injury does not minimize, still it is remain as a grievous injury. So permanent privation of hearing of either ear. There is a privation of any member or the joint. Member means any organ or part of the body that have a specific function. For example, limb, some organ. So whatever there is a such privation of any member or the joint, then it will be termed as a fourth clause of grievous injury. Fifth one, there is a destruction, there is a power of any joint. Whenever there is a injury occur, that person is not able to move his limb from the joint, then there is a permanent impairment of the power of any member or joint. Then it will be also termed as a fifth clause of the grievous injury. Permanent disfiguration of the head or the face. For example, cutting the nose of a young girl, that will be causes a permanent scar mark over the body, over the nose when it is treated by the surgeon. So again, it will be permanent scar mark, permanent disfiguration occur to the lady, and this will be known as permanent disfiguration of the head or the face, then this will be known as grievous hurt. So if the person causes the violent attempting the acid over the person, over the another person in a hostile manner, and it will causes the vitriolage, for example, throwing of the sulfuric acid on the person, then it will be known as vitriolage, and this will cause the permanent disfiguration of the head or the face, then it will be known as six clauses of the grievous injury. Whenever there is a, due to trauma, fracture of the bone occur, due to trauma there is a dislocation of the teeth occur, whenever this occur, it will be causes known as grievous injury. Any injury to the outer table or the inner table, and it causes the discontinuation in the continuity line. For example, minimal hairline fracture will be also termed as a grievous injury. Any injury the life means there is that will be causes the persons to be fall having the dangerous to the life. For example, injury to the head causes the blood extravasation in the cranial cavity, and this causes the person passes into the coma. Then it will be known as person having such injury, that will be known as endangering the person life into severe. Second one will be the severe body pain for the period of 20 days, and due to such injury, that will be severe person suffering severe pain. And third one, unable to follow his ordinary pursuit, for example, brushing of the teeth, buttoning of the shirt, wearing the cloth. So these are the or a person passes to the go to the toilet for the passes of the urine or the stool. So due to this, these are the various our ordinary day-to-day activity. If the person is not able to follow this activity for a period of 20 days, then it will be known as grievous injury. Again, whenever the person admitted in the hospital and mere stay in the hospital for the period of 20 days without any such injury, without any such trauma, without any such endangering the life, then this will be not contributed as a grievous injury. For the grievous injury, it will be there is a person's life to be put in danger to the life. Second one, there is a severe bodily pain for a period of 20 days, and due to this, person is unable to pursue his ordinary pursuit. So whenever there is any of this injury together or individually may be contributed to the grievous injury. So these are the photographs of the emasculation in which a person loses his masculine vigor. Second one, there is a permanent privation of sight of either eye due to there is a such trauma to the cornea and the person having the blindness. There is any damage to the ear that causes the rupture of the tympanic membrane. There is a privation of any member or the joint, for example, in which there is a person having the fracture of the neck of the femur, and this will cause another head, another will be put, and this will cause the member privation of any member or the joint. Then this will be known as grievous injury. Permanent impairment of the power, person not able to follow movement. These are the permanent disfiguration of the head or the face. Fracture or dislocation of the bone. Punishment of the hurt. In the case of this, that will be section 321 to 326 is related with the punishment of the. As I told you, section 319 IPC, it is up for the hurt. Section 320 for the grievous hurt. Section 321, it is a voluntarily causing hurt. We can easily remember as the 321, so it will be easily connected with the 323. 322, it will be connected with the 325. So, section 321, voluntarily causing hurt. Section 323, punishment for the voluntarily causing hurt, in which there is and rupees 1,000 fine. Section 322, there will be voluntary causing grievous hurt. And section 325, it is a punishment for the voluntary causing grievous hurt. There will be 7 years imprisonment or fine will be occur. Section 323, punishment for the voluntarily causing hurt. Section 324, there is a punishment for the voluntary causing hurt by the dangerous weapon, in which there is a 3-year imprisonment. And section 326, voluntarily causing grievous hurt by the dangerous weapon, in which there is a 10 years imprisonment or fine occur. Now what do we mean by dangerous weapon? In which weapon that causes the imminent putting the person to the endanger the life of the person. There will be either extensive or the serious in relation to the organ or the part of the body. It is likely to be fatal if there is a person is not receiving the treatment. Then it will cause the likely to be fatal. There is a death of the person occur. Now what are the various dangerous weapons? Any instrument that is used for the shooting, stabbing or the cutting, or by means of fire or heated substance, by means of any poison or corrosive substance, by means of explosive substance, any other is deleterious to the human body to inhale, to swallow or to receive into blood, or by means of any animal used as a weapon or the offense that is causes death and constitute the dangerous weapon. Section 326 A IPC, in which these two subsection will be newly added, in which section 326 A IPC, whenever there is a voluntarily causing grievous hurt by the use of acid only, for example, there is a vitriolate, it is to be punishable with the punishment imprisonment of not less than 10 years, but may extend to the life and with the fine. Section 326B, it is a voluntarily throwing or attempting to throw acid and imprisonment not less than 5 years, and also that will be fine occur. Weapons means or mechanical devices which when applied in a hostile manner will produce injury. What are the various type? Dangerous weapon. Second one will be the deadly, guilty of rioting, armed with deadly weapon which when used as a weapon of offense is likely to cause death, shall be punishment with imprisonment 3 years or with fine. Now what are the various weapons? There will be hard and blunt, sharp cutting, pointed weapon, mixed variety, firearm. So hard and blunt weapon, according to weight, it may be classified light, moderate, as well as heavy. Surface may be smooth or the irregular. And the property, sometimes it is a flexible and sometimes it is a non-flexible. Sharp cutting weapon, there is a weight. From the weight, it will be divided into the light, moderate, heavy and the heavy. From the edge, there will be single-edged or the double-edged and the pointed, in which there is a pointed edge or the non-pointed edge. So these are the various injury weapon. Firearm will be again divided into the barrel. According from the barrel, it will be a smooth bore or the rifle bore. There is a length in which there is a shoulder reset, rest musket or AK-47 or the hand rest, that will be revolver as well as pistol. There is a weapon that will be hard and blunt light weapon. Then these are the stone. That is a hard and blunt, moderately heavy weapon. Hard and blunt, moderately heavy weapon. There will be hammer also. Moderately again, that will be a stick. Again, also hard and blunt heavy weapon, big stone, and this will be the marble stone. Hard and blunt irregular rough surface, it is a stone. Hard and blunt flexible, then there will be a rope-like material. Hard and blunt non-flexible, there is a simple stick. Various sharp cutting weapon. These are the various sharp cutting weapon. Right side photographs. Sharp cutting non-light weapon. There is a blade, and these are the various sharp cutting weapon. Moderate heavy weapon. These are the mid chopper. Sharp cutting weapon, heavyweight, mid chopper. There will be heavyweight again, axe type. Knives, lightweight. These are the double edge sharp cutting weapon. There is a single edge sharp cutting blunt weapon. Firearm will be the pistol as well as AK-47. Now what is the homicide? In which there is whenever there is a death of any person by the act of another and this causes the death of the person, then it is known as homicide. It can be a lawful or unlawful. Homicide is punishable under certain circumstances, that is known as culpable homicide. What is that culpable homicide? It is not punishable under other circumstances. There is a excusable or the justifiable homicide. Means homicide whenever there is a death of any person occur by the another, then it is known as homicide. And again homicide, when it is a punishable, then it is a culpable homicide. If it is not punishable, then it will be again two types, excusable as well as justifiable. Homicide, lawful, unlawful. Lawful, there is excusable as well as justifiable. Unlawful, then there will be murder, and murder, then it is known as culpable homicide amounting to murder. Unlawful, culpable homicide not amounting to the murder. Now what are the various lawful homicide? Justifiable, in which persons to be hanged. Whenever there is a judicial hanging that will be given, it is a justifiable homicide. Judicial execution. Whenever there is a death occurred due to police firing, it is again justifiable homicide. Third one, effecting arrest, then that will be justifiable homicide. Self-defending, it is a justifiable. Preventing rape, burglary, and this will be known as justifiable. There is a death occur of the person, and this person causes the rape of the woman, and by the woman, woman causes the death of the attacking person, then this will be a justifiable homicide. Excusable, there will be self-defense. Second one will be the family defense, and the surgical operation by the doctor doing the surgical operation and there is a death occur, then it will be a excusable homicide also. Homicide committed by the innocent person. It is to be proved that at a time of excusable homicide, that will be self-defense, family defense, surgical operation by the doctor, and the homicide committed by the insane person. At the time of causing the death of the person, the insane person should suffer from the mental disorder, and person is not knowing the nature of the act, and it will be, if there is a proof that at the time of committing offense, person is under mental defective condition, then it is known as excusable homicide. Unlawful homicide, that will be culpable homicide. There is a causing death of the person by the doing an act with the intention of causing death, with the intention of causing such bodily injury that is likely to cause death, and with the knowledge that he is likely to cause the death by such act. What are the various examples? There is the emerging the head of the child under the water column proves the intention to cause death. Firing a revolver aimed at the head of the another person proves the intention. There is a causing multiple injury resulting in the rib fracture, compound fracture, rupture of the kidney shows the intention to cause bodily injury are likely to cause death. Fourth one, there is a throwing the knife on the chest which pierces. It proved that he had the knowledge that death occurred by the such act. During quarrel, death may occur due to rupture of heart, bursting of the aneurysm, cerebral or subarachnoid hemorrhage, hypertension. Injury that is inflicted on the previously diseased organ, that is a miliary aneurysm, fatty degeneration of the heart, enlarged spleen due to malaria, Kala Azar, amoebic abscess, and this all will cause the death of the person. Culpable homicide amounting to murder, it is a murder, section 300 IPC, in which there is with the intention of causing death or the kill. For example, stabbing on heart with the dagger, with the intention of causing such bodily injury at the offender that will be known that this type of injury causes the death of the person, likely to cause the death. For example, accused knows ill health of the victim and thereby causes the injury, and accused knows that by causing this injury there is a death of the person is likely to be high. Blunt trauma on the enlarged spleen, rupture it and causes the death of the person. Third one, with the intention of causing such bodily injury, it is sufficient to cause death in the ordinary course of nature. There is as a result of this injury, probability of the death will be very high. For example, stab injury on the heart or the major blood vessel causes the more extravasation of the blood and it causes the death of the person. With the knowledge that act is so imminently dangerous that it must in all probably causes the death, and such bodily injury as is likely to cause death or commit such act without any excuse for incurring the risk of causing death. There is a accused knows that this act will be dangerous and inflicting serious injury on the neck with an axe or the chopper, firing a gun to the crowd. So these are all related with the culpable homicide amounting to murder. A bodily injury that will be sufficient in the ordinary course of nature, there is to cause the death, in which there is a maximum chances of death occur, though treatment to be given, but treatment not able to save the life of the person, and there is a death of the person occur because this type of injury is very serious. For example, stab injury on the chest and the abdomen, injury to the large blood vessel, hurt causing rupture of the spleen, liver or the internal organ, injury to the brain, injury to the spinal cord, incise wound on the neck, compound fracture of the skull, squeezing of the testicle, which there is a vasovagal shock that will be causes, penetrating wound of the abdomen, in which there is a various organ that will be damaged and it causes the hemorrhagic shock. There is extensive burns, extensive scald occur, hanging or the strangulating the person occur. There is a administering poison and this causes the death of the person. Exception in the section 300 IPC, there is a culpable homicide will not become murder. In the following, there is a culpable causing death by the grave or the sudden provocation, causing death by the exceeding the right of the private defense. Public servant exceeds the power that will be given by the law and causes the death. Death caused without premeditation in the sudden fight and in the heat of the passion. The person aged above 18 years suffers death or they take the risk of death with his own consent. So these are the various exception in the section 300 IPC. So line between grievous hurt and the culpable homicide not amounting to murder is a very thin. In the grievous hurt, injury should be endanger the life, and in the culpable homicide not amounting to murder, the injury must be of nature that it causes the death of the person. If the culpable homicide, it is a genus. If it is genus, then murder will be the species. all murder are the necessarily culpable homicide, but all culpable homicide are not necessarily that they are murder. The offense of culpable homicide, because there is in the case of culpable murder, that will be intention is more. The offense of culpable homicide suppose an intention or the knowledge of the likelihood of causing the death. In the absence of intention or the knowledge, the offense that is committed becomes the hurt or the grievous hurt, even there is a death ensue. Punishment for the murder, it is a section 302 IPC, and in which there is a death or sometimes lifetime imprisonment. Rash or negligent act, section 304A IPC, person doing act is conscious that dangerous consequence may follow. Doctor giving penicillin injection without the test dose. Doctor has not intention to cause death, so it is not considered as a culpable homicide, but it will be a negligence of the doctor. He may charge with for the criminal negligence. Punishment is up to 2 years imprisonment or the fine or the both. Dowry death will be section 304B IPC. That is the death of the woman is caused within the 7 years of her marriage, and it is shown that soon before her death, she was subjected to the cruelty or harassment by her husband or any relative of the husband for in connection with any demand of the dowry. Such husband or relative shall be deemed to have caused the death of the person. Punishment is imprisonment for not less than 7 years, but may extend to the lifetime imprisonment. Section 498 IPC means relative, there will be husband or the relative of the husband of the woman subject the woman to cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to the 3 years and shall be liable to the fine. IPC related with the injury, 44 with the IPC, 319 with the hurt, through 299 it will be a culpable homicide, section 300 murder, section 304 punishment for the culpable homicide not amounting to the murder, 304A IPC that will be criminal negligence, section 304B IPC there is a dowry death, section 302 IPC punishment for the murder, section 306 there will be abatement of the suicide, means there is a provoking the person that causes the death of the person by person doing the suicide. 306 IPC, section 306 there is a deal with the attempt to murder, section 309 IPC deal with the attempt to commit suicide. Nowadays recent judgment that is given that 309 is not longer a crime. Section 320 will be the grievous. What are the various complications of the injury? Person may suffer infection of the wound. There is a cicatrization occur, keloid formation, disfigurement, deformity, and the malunion. Sometimes there is a bone that is fractured, so they are not united properly. So malunion or the non-union of the bone, impairment of the vision or the hearing, and person having that disability. Sometimes there is so much blood that will be lost, it causes the death of the person also. So these are the various photographs, infection of the wound, and these are the second photograph will be the deformity. There is a keloid formation. What are the various causes of death from the wound? Immediate causes will be the direct causes, that will be hemorrhage. Second one will be the reflex, vagal inhibition. Third one will be the shock. It may be a neurogenic shock, it may be a hemorrhagic shock, it may be a cardiogenic shock. Mechanical injury to the vital organ, and remote means these are the late consequences. So it is an infection, gangrene or the necrosis, Cross syndrome. So remote causes will be infection, gangrene, Cross syndrome, there will be negligence, and the surgical operation, supervening of the disease from the traumatic, and sometimes there is a person is bedridden, so thrombosis or the embolism, fat embolism, air embolism, and person may suffer due to acute respiratory distress syndrome, and there is a disseminated intravascular coagulation occur. So these are all related with the medical legal aspect of the wound. Thank you very much for your kind attention.